Let's make this delicious curry chana and aloo. A perfect vegetarian meal for you to try. To start this recipe, you're going to put your pan on a medium heat and add in oil. In goes some fenugreek or meaty seeds and some geera or cumin seeds. We're going to toast this on low until it's light brown. Do not burn. Now once the seeds are nice and toasted, we're going to add in a few curry leaves. If you don't have curry leaves, it's optional. Just let that release its flavor into the oil, and then we'll add in some aromatics. Onions, pimento peppers, and hot pepper chopped. The scotch bonnet / hot pepper is totally optional if you're cooking for kids. I always like to add a little bit so my son gets accustomed with that heat. And it's not overpowering. Now we're going to allow this to sweat until it starts to turn light brown on the edges. And then we'll add in 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Allow that to cook for about a minute, but do not let the garlic burn. When you're cooking, and if you put the garlic first, the garlic is going to burn and your food is going to taste really bitter. So always put the garlic in after the onions. Now I'm going to go in with 2 level tablespoons of a mild curry, this Rajapuri mild curry, and also the Rajapuri 9-spice curry, 1 level tablespoon. Also goes in half a teaspoon of turmeric, and we're going to toast this on a low heat until it feels grainy. It should take about a minute to 2. And then we'll add in water to help this cook. Now when you add in your water, here you can crank your heat up to a medium. If you had your heat too high when you're toasting the curry, it will burn. So now we're going to allow this to cook. That liquid that we put in there, it's going to dry down, it's going to evaporate, and the curry will start to turn into a thicker paste. I'm adding in a tablespoon of green seasoning at this point and mixing that in. And this is going to continue to cook, and you'll see the different stages. As that water reduces in there, the curry is going to start to thicken. See how it's looking? Just needs to cook some more. It's not there yet. Once it starts to turn into the paste and the oil starts separating, that's what you're looking for. That is the indication that your curry is done cooking and it's ready for whatever you have to add to it, whether it be a protein or a veggie. A little bit again, we're almost there. This is how it should look. You can see the oil, it's nice and thick, it's a paste. And I'm going to add in my soaked and washed chickpeas / chana with some green seasoning. Now add salt to taste, and you'll notice I did not pre-season the chana. You don't have to pre-season the chana because we're already adding all of the seasonings in here. But if you wanted to pre-season your chana with green seasoning and salt, feel free to do that step. Now we're going to add enough water to cover this. I actually went in with 6 cups of water here. And we're going to bring this up to a simmer. Once it comes up to a simmer, I'll go ahead and cover this and allow it to cook low and slow because you want the greens to be really tender. Now you'll notice I did not add in my potato / aloo because here, when I cook chana, I notice it takes really long to cook. So what I like to do is add in a teaspoon of baking powder. If the grains are too hard, you're going to add in 1 teaspoon of that baking powder, and it's going to help the chana grains to soften. So in that way, once it starts to get soft, then I'll add in the potato. The potato that I get, it cooks pretty quickly. So if I were to add it in at the beginning with this, it's going to melt away and you will not see the potato. Hence the reason why I do it this way. But if your chana and potato can cook together at the same time, you can add your potato in. So now I'm going to check on the grains and see if it's getting tender. And then I'm going to add in the potato now. Give this a mix. And you can add a little more liquid in here if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'll decide on that later on. I'm going to cover this and allow it to continue to cook. And the potato, once it's done, the chana and everything will come together perfectly. So just check on the potato and make sure that it's cooked. And smash down on the back of the chana and smash down on a few pieces of the potato to help thicken the sauce. And you'll see how it will go from this really runny consistency to more of a creamier consistency. Now to finish my chana and aloo, I love to add some roasted ground geera to finish. You just sprinkle on that and mix it in. This really completes the dish. You see how creamy it's looking? That's what I was talking about. Going from a really runny to creamy, delicious consistency. I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. Be sure to pick up your Rajapuri products to recreate this recipe. You can find them on Amazon or at leading supermarkets in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'll see you in my next video. Comment down below. Let me know if you tried this recipe and what you'd like to see next.